Lord Nincompoop is going down right here with my wife's account, actually is what we're using this time, and so we do have 3 Pokemon in our party that are, well, they came from recent 2020 events, I would say, especially at the time of uploading this video. Surfetch going to be starting us off, but only for 1 hit, and we're going to switch immediately to Alolan Marowak. Now, the thing is, Alolan Marowak, obviously, it had its own raid day, so I'm hoping that you guys have one, but aside from that, it has been in the game for a decent while, and so we are going to take out those shields with Bone Club, so that's kind of the first part of this, I would say. Oddly enough, we do actually have Rock Smash. That's kind of multifaceted, I guess, the reasons are, but one of them is just for dealing super effective damage against the Persian. Not really going to be the fast move that you're going to choose most of the time on your Alolan Marowak, but imagine if we had Hex or something like that. The Persian would actually resist that, and so that's also why we're not going to use Shadow Bone, which is our other, of course, the charge move that was on that Alolan Marowak raid day, so we'll save that up. We'll queue that up later. But here, we got the Bone Club going down. Now that both of those shields are off of the Persian, we could just kind of get this as an excellent and totally KO it. But one of the better choices actually is to not do excellent. You know, this is on purpose, and to basically leave the Persian with enough health that we can actually just do 2 hits to it with our fast attack. And so you notice that that allowed us enough energy to actually throw out another Bone Club right here. So we may not actually get to use our Shadow Bone attack, which is fine. And oh, it actually looks like we are just too late. That is one thing that can happen to you. We're going to deliberately let the time there in the top middle, we're going to let that go down, you know, pretty low here. That's basically to wait for the switch to be off of its cooldown. And so what happens is, you know, we can throw in Sableye, but then it just gets maybe a few hits in before we switch out to the Pokemon that we intended, which is going to be Surfetched. But once again, the way that we ended off with that Alolan Marowak right there, I thought that we were actually getting our charge move off. I thought I got, you know, maybe just like in maybe a second before the Kangaskhan did its Mud Slap attack, but clearly I did not. The Kangaskhan took us out first, so there's kind of a fine line. If that Kangaskhan hits you first, obviously your charge move is not going to do anything. Now, it's different if they still have their shields. They will actually shield it, so that's kind of one use that you could do of it. Surfetch obviously going to take this thing out. It's the only Pokemon that we have today in this video that is not within the Great League caps. It's just simply because my wife only has 1 Surfetch. When her Galarian Farfetch'd evolved, the Surfetch just happened to be above the Great League level caps. You could still completely replicate this within the Great League. Now, Shadow Mewtwo, it will be weak to the Night Slash right there. Can you imagine actually if we had the perk, you know, Night Slash does have a percentage chance to buff your Pokemon's attack, but that's okay. We didn't need it. We've got a Sableye coming in right here. You can see it's the costumed Sableye, which obviously implies, you know, hey, that came from the Halloween event, and I was gonna say that was really recent, but really that was like almost a month ago at the time of this recording. Right now I'm doing this on November 25th. This video probably won't upload on that day, but hey, I mean, the Halloween event lasted a little bit longer than Halloween, am I right? So right here, Shadow Sneak, definitely not for power, but that charge move is just one that we can spam off, make it happen plenty of times to actually see that Shadow Mewtwo is going to use its charge attack, which is Flamethrower. Right here, we do have a shield, of course, so it didn't really matter. Obviously, that Sableye we were using well below the Great League caps at 1200 CP, but let's say you were taking a break from the game, didn't really get the opportunity to catch these Pokemon. That's no worries at all, ladies and gentlemen, because we have 3 other videos right now that have Giovanni's current lineups. I give you a lot of different options to choose from, so why not check out an end screen, on screen, or the full playlist in the description, top pinned comment, and I'll catch you guys over on another video, so thank you so much for viewing.